Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. I was gonna go walk in the woods and do a video back there. It's so beautiful. But I just got too tired. I've been working out in the yard and well, this. But hopefully, well, it's supposed to rain the next couple days, but we'll do that soon. Oh my God. If my leg's okay to get down to the river, oh, you gotta see it. It's gorgeous. Anyways, I know the last few days I've been doing a lot of like deep thoughts. Videos. Now, I don't do gardening videos on the weekend because I vend all weekend. So, like on the way to the flea market, I'll do a video or whatever. I did do a gardening video today about my berries. So, go check that out if you're into that sort of thing. But wow, this time of the year, I guess I do a lot of deep thinking. So, anyways, we had something very sad happened in Northeast Ohio yesterday morning, which was Mother's Day. Now, I want to preface that by saying it's indescribable. There is nothing like waking up on Mother's Day morning and you're in a good mood thinking you're going to spend time with your children and your mother and your sisters and the rest of the family, and you're going to go to a Mother's Day buffet or however you celebrate, and you get out of bed only for your life to be changed forever on that very morning, the minute you get out of bed. And that happened to me 10 years ago on Mother's Day. My older son died. So what happened yesterday? I mean, Mother's Day, whatever time of year you lose a child, Mother's Day is difficult. Father's Day is difficult. But man, when it happens on Mother's Day is unbearable. It's been 10 years for me and I still have a hard time. But in a suburb of Cleveland, a 23-year-old police officer was shot and killed early on Mother's Day morning. My son was 26 when he died. And I don't know if he had a wife or anything like that, but I think about his parents, especially his mother, it being Mother's Day. I have not celebrated Mother's Day in, 11 years. Past 10 Mother's Days, I just ignore it. I go on. I mean, like yesterday, I was at the flea market. People there who don't, they know me because they're vendors, but they don't know what happened. So they're wishing me happy Mother's Day. And it's like, you have to keep a stiff upper lip. And I just say thank you. Because they know I have a son. My younger son is still with us. What they don't know about my older son. And all I can do, I can't stop thinking about that poor mother who lost her son while he was working. He sacrificed his life to protect that community. And she's paying the price. It's like, sometimes I'll sit here and think, did I waste my time all those 9 months going into labor, giving birth, raising him? It feels like that sometimes, but then I realize, no, it was worth it. Because even though my son only spent 26 years here, he served a purpose on this planet and in my life. But those are the times when I'm angry that it was only 26 years that I lost my son. And I'll say, well, why me? Why my son? And spiritually, I know the answer. But my human side has trouble with that. And I just can't stop thinking about these parents, this family, especially this mother. Because, the best Mother's Day gift you get is your child. The worst Mother's Day gift you can get is the loss of your child. And I'm not one of those people who believes in getting rid of Mother's Day. I heard some talk about that yesterday, and even though I don't celebrate it, for me, it's a very painful day. I would never take that from other mothers. And I heard the things people bring up these days, just so stupid. Get over yourselves. Everybody's been through something. Everybody has pain. What, you didn't get along with your mother, so you want to get rid of Mother's Day? You want to beat up on mothers? Did you ever consider what your mother went through? I mean, I had to grow up and consider that with my mother. My mom and I were close, but lots of times we didn't get along and we didn't talk because my mother went through some horrendous things in her life. Okay? And then you have mothers who have lost their children. Their children have died. And no matter what age it is, it hurts. Mother's Day is hard for those mothers. But you don't hear them going, oh, we need to get rid of Mother's Day. No, we don't. I'd pretty much stay to myself. Next year, I might not even go Vanda. I'll just probably shut down my shop for the day. That's the way I need to spend it. But you need to start, before you go around whining and crying and want to ruin everyone else's good time, always remember, everybody has something they either went through or are going through. Everybody does. And it's up to you to stop playing the victim. And it's hard. It is. I had to do that younger in my life due to various things. And now I have to do that with Mother's Day and the loss of my son. Okay? I don't like playing the victim because when I'm the victim, I'm weak. When I'm the victim, I'm angry. And I'm not a nice person and people don't want to be around me. And more importantly, I'm not healthy. I'm not good for me when I'm playing the victim. And that's the most important thing. I just can't stop thinking about this poor mother. She's just, I don't know, she's probably about a half an hour from me if she lives in the same community her son worked in. If she's still alive, if she's not, she's lucky actually. Because it's a hard thing to live the rest of your life with. We got to change things. We got to start caring more about each other and having compassion. You know, I don't go around getting angry because people don't understand what I went through and why I don't want to celebrate Mother's Day or why I don't want to talk about it or how I react in a certain way. I don't expect people to carry that burden for me or treat me special because of it. Okay? You know, at the beginning you do. Those first couple years, you're a different person. But then you start to heal, and then you get to this point where it still hurts. You still cry once in a while. But you don't expect people to cater to you and you don't take it out on other people. Everybody's been through bad things. And all this beating up on mothers, I'm sick and tired of it. If you want to insult mothers and hate mothers, well, don't come talking to me. Because my mom and I had great times, but there were times we didn't get along. It was like I hated her. But you have to remember, even if you didn't even have a relationship with your mother, she gave you up for adoption or whatever, you ought to be grateful to her for giving you life. Because even if she's not in your life, she gave you life. Because if it weren't for her, you wouldn't be here. And, you know, take that for what it's worth, however you look at it. My mom, she died recently. She did a lot of wonderful things for me and taught me a lot of good stuff. So how about if we stop beating up on mothers, beating up on fathers, beating up on the family in general? I know, I'm Italian, we're into family, sorry. Excuse us. about if we just stop that shit? How about if we think to ourselves, when somebody's at, well, what is causing this person? Because there's always a reason people act the way they do. Okay? So for the rest of this mother's life, she's going to have certain reactions to things. I know, I've been doing it for 10 years. You know, people, you know, if you are cold-hearted, well, then you probably beat up on the grieving mother even. But the worst thing, one of the most painful things that can happen to a person is to lose a child. And some people, you know, you don't really realize it until you become a parent. And not everybody is meant to be parents, okay? And that's fine too. You know, whoever you are, you are. But don't beat up on somebody because they're not something you are. Okay? I'm sorry. I didn't read the post. But yesterday there was a post about this person who hates mothers. And I had to stop following the blog. I'm sorry. It wasn't about that when I first started. And I guess that's where my reaction is because when my son died, it was May 11th. On Mother's Day next year, Mother's Day is on May 11th. Yesterday was the 12th. For me to see that, after everything I had been through, and after I had just heard about this other mother in Northeast Ohio, her son, a policeman, risking his life, his young life every day for his community. Then he finally sacrificed his life. And then I read something like that, and it makes me sick. It does, and I'm sorry. If the person sees this video, I'm understanding as to why that person's like that. It would be nice if, you know, other people would consider everyone, you know, my reaction, my anger towards everything that happened yesterday with this police officer and his family, his mother. I cannot stop. I can't stop thinking about her. You wake up on Mother's Day morning thinking it's going to be a beautiful day. And weather-wise, it was the day my son died, and yesterday it was beautiful here too. Yet now I know of two mothers who wake up on Mother's Day expecting a beautiful day with their family. Your life has changed forever. It's hard. Life is hard. And that's why you have to focus on what you have to be grateful for. And I'm sorry, I don't care how poor you are, how bad your life has been. You have things to be grateful for. You're just not bothering to look for them. Because when you focus on what you have and that you're grateful, you get more good things. You get more happiness. Believe me, it works. Just wish people could have more compassion these days. I don't really see much of any. I don't. Everybody's angry and bitter. I wish I could meet this grieving mother. I'd give her a hug. It's the only thing I could do, because there's nothing. There's nothing you could do to make it better. People were always asking me, what can they do for me? There isn't. You can't bring my child back. But just be there. Just listen. Don't say anything. Just listen. So I guess I've wanted to cry enough. But I would appreciate it if everyone who hears this video could just send the energy of love and healing to this woman, to both parents and the whole family. Because they need it. You don't need to know where they are or who they are to do it, because the universe just knows. Energy is boundless and timeless. So I'd appreciate that. That would be a great Mother's Day gift for me. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful.